ये देखिए फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी इज वेरीज विद द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एज पर द रिलेशन. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी and from this formula we get this result, that this drift velocity is directly proportional to the electric field. This is first question. This is second question. The color sequence in the carbon resistor is red, brown, orange and silver. The resistance of resistor is, so color codes you know, black, brown, red, orange, yellow, okay, gray, green and then blue, then violet, then grey and white. ये सीक्वेंस होता है. इसको याद करने के लिए होता है बीबी रॉय, किसी का नाम है बीबी रॉय, हैड वेरी गुड वाइफ, ऐसे ये याद करने के लिए आप बना सकते हैं सीक्वेंस. बीबी रॉय, ब्लैक 0, ब्राउन 1, रेड 2, ऑरेंज 3, येलो 4 एंड ग्रीन 5, ऐसे होता चला जाएगा. ये डिजिट्स के कोड्स हैं. और मल्टीप्लायर भी होते हैं इसमें. मल्टीप्लायर का कोड क्या होगा, अगर ब्लैक है मल्टीप्लायर के थर्ड कलर मल्टीप्लायर होता है, मल्टीप्लायर देता है 10⁻⁴ में देता है. सो मल्टीप्लायर क्या बनेगा, अगर थर्ड कलर सपोज ब्लैक है तो उसका मल्टीप्लायर 10⁻0 बन जाएगा, दैट इज़ 1. अगर थर्ड कलर ब्राउन है तो मल्टीप्लायर 10⁻1 बन जाएगा. ठीक है, थर्ड कलर अगर रेड है तो मल्टीप्लायर क्या बन जाएगा, 10⁻2 बन जाएगा. सो थर्ड कलर मल्टीप्लायर देता है. फोर्थ कलर टॉलरेंस देता है रेजिस्टेंस की विद द टेम्परेचर, कि रेजिस्टेंस सर्किट में कितना वेरी कर सकता है जब टेम्परेचर प्रोड्यूस होगा, हीट प्रोड्यूस होगी, सो वेरिएशन क्या हो सकता है. तो यहाँ 4 कलर्स हैं, हमें इसमें बताना है. सिल्वर 10% के लिए होता है और गोल्ड भी होता है और नो कलर भी होता है. ठीक है, ओके, ये आपको कलर कोडिंग याद कर लेनी चाहिए. सो फर्स्ट 2 कलर्स डिजिट देंगे. तो रेड का नंबर क्या है, 2, ब्लैक ब्राउन रेड, ब्लैक 0, ब्राउन 1, रेड 2 और ब्राउन 1. तो फर्स्ट 2 डिजिट जो हैं वो 21 हो गई है ना, 21 हो गई है. ठीक है, सो आंसर विल बी 21 इंटू 10⁻³ ओम. सो 21 तो इससे आ गया. थर्ड ऑरेंज है, ऑरेंज के लिए 3 डिजिट आ रही है, बी रॉय करेंगे तो ऑरेंज के लिए रेड के बाद ऑरेंज आता 3. सो 3 का मल्टीप्लायर 10⁻³ हो गया. ये हो गया रेजिस्टेंस ओम्स में. और सिल्वर इंडिकेट करता है ±10%. सो ये आंसर आ गया इसका, ये वाला आंसर करेक्ट है. ठीक है, टॉलरेंस का मतलब है कि जब हम यूज़ करेंगे तो टेम्परेचर टॉलरेंस, उसकी वेरिएशन कहाँ तक जा सकती है, इतना तो इसका स्टैंडर्ड वैल्यू है. जब यूज़ करेंगे तो इससे +10% या -10% जा सकता है रेजिस्टेंस. सो नेक्स्ट थर्ड क्वेश्चन सेल का है. व्हेन वी टेक सम करंट फ्रॉम द सेल, सो इट्स पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अक्रॉस द टर्मिनल रिड्यूसेस. सेम इज़ हैपनिंग हियर. 3.6 से उसका पोटेंशियल 3 में रिड्यूस हो गया, 0.6 ड्रॉप हो गया. ये ड्रॉप इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस के एंड्स पर हो जाता है और एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस यहाँ 5 है. सो व्हाट इज़ द इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस, दिस इज़ द फार्मूला ऑफ इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस. इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस का फार्मूला है E minus V by V into R. Here E is EMF, that is 3.6, V is potential difference 3, 3.6 minus 3.6 divided by V, V is 3 into R is 5. पुट किया, सोल्यूशन किया, 1 ओम आ गया. ठीक है, सो थर्ड क्वेश्चन इज इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस के वेरियस फॉर्म्स हैं, फॉर्मूले हैं, वो आप याद रखिएगा. नाउ फोर्थ क्वेश्चन, एलॉयज में का स्पेशल फीचर होता है, they have low temperature coefficient and high resistivity. Why? Because when we use these resistances made from alloys, they should not vary in the circuit, in any circuit. Values should be stable. Even temperature changes, still their values should be stable. To make this thing possible, we keep their temperature coefficient low and their resistivity high. So this is generally means requirement of the practical requirement of the resistors to make any electronic equipment or any electric circuit. रेजिस्टेंस की ये प्रॉपर्टी है तो वो रेजिस्टेंस बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़फुल हो जाता है, बिकॉज व्हेन वी यूज़ तो हम उसका लेंथ और एरिया बदल नहीं सकते, लेंथ और क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया कांस्टेंट ही रखना होगा. सो उसका रेजिस्टेंस हाई रखने के लिए हम किस पे डिपेंड होना चाहिए, हमें रेजिस्टेंस हाई रखने के लिए हमें उसके रेजिस्टिविटी पर डिपेंड होना चाहिए. दिस इज़ द बेस्ट ऑप्शन टू डिपेंड ऑन द रेजिस्टिविटी rather than depending upon the length and cross sectional area to have a resistance of required value. So this is better to depend on the resistivity. For that alloys are created, alloys से फिर हम resistance बना लेते हैं. ये property होनी चाहिए उसमें, जिसका हम resistance बना रहे हैं उसमें ये property होना चाहिए. This property is achieved by using the alloys. Okay. Fifth question. This is a network of resistance. Now see here, 3 ओम के दो रेजिस्टेंसेस सीरीज में, इनका नेट बन जाएगा 6 ओम. डाउन साइड देखिए 3 ओम के दो रेजिस्टेंसेस हैं, इनका 6 बन गया. नाउ 6 and 6 आर इन पैरेलल. सो व्हेन 6 and 6 आर इन पैरेलल, देयर नेट विल बी 3 ओम, because in parallel resistance net resistance is R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. R1 and R2 both are 6. So 6 into 6 divided by 6 plus 6. So 6 are 36 divided by 12, 3. So value of this branch, net resistance of this segment or this part of the figure is 3 ohm. Now see 3 ohm, next is also 3 ohm, next is also 3 ohm. So it means 3 ohms are connected in series. So net resistance will be 9 ohm. So answer is 9 ohm. Now see sixth question. So to measure the potential difference correctly, what is the best apparatus to use? We have two apparatus, potentiometer and voltmeter. Now problem with voltmeter is that it draws some current. When it draws some current, suppose actual potential difference is E, but when voltmeter draws some current, so we will read some less value from actual value. So voltmeter is not a good option. Now what is the property of potentiometer, quality of potentiometer? Potentiometer works on null deflection method. It means no current is drawn from the cell. So when no current is drawn, this I is 0. When I is 0, we will calculate or we will read the actual value of the potential difference. Because now see, V is always less than E. This is the actual, this is practical value. When we use voltmeter, we get this result, which is less than the actual values. To get the actual value of potential difference, the better is to use the potentiometer. Okay. Seventh question. A cell of PMF is connected with an external resistance R. The potential difference across cell is V. The internal resistance will be, now see, internal resistance, this is simply formula of internal resistance. This is the right option. We can find answer by using dimensional analysis also. See, formula should have unit of resistance, that is ohm. Now see this first option, this is not giving ohm. This bracket, unit of this bracket is volt and bracket unit of this R is ohm. This is ohm volt. This is volt per ohm, and this is what? Volt square per ohm. Unit of this bracket is volt and unit of this E is also volt. Volt square per ohm. But see here, unit of this bracket is volt. This V also volt. Volt gets cancelled. R is remaining. And unit of R is the ohm. So this answer is correct. So we can find right answer in MCQ through this technique also. Either you should memorize the formula or apply this technique. Now eighth question. Heat produced by 100 watt heater in 2 minutes. So this is very simple question. Heat is power into time. Power is 100 and time is 120 second, 12,000 joule, and In kilojoule, this is 12 kilojoule. So this question is simple. Now copper wire is stretched to make it 0.5% longer. Percentage change in its electrical resistance will be if its volume is constant. Okay. So when volume is constant, material is constant, this formula gives the comparison between the resistance. Okay. R dash by R is equal to L dash square by L square. We subtract 1 from both the side. minus 1 कर देने से we subtract minus 1 from both sides, we get this. And this R dash minus R divided by R when multiplied by 100, this will be the percentage change, because R dash minus R is the change in the resistance divided by initial resistance. This is the ratio of change in resistance to the initial resistance, and multiplied by 100 will give the percentage change. Someone entered. So now put the value. Here I write in box. I do some practice here. Initial length is suppose L and final length is L dash. So L dash minus L will be, final length is 0.5% more. Suppose initial length is 100. So final length will be 100.5. 100.5 minus 100 is equal to 0.5. So we get this L dash minus L, change in length is 0.5. What will be L dash plus L? L dash plus L will be equal to 200.5. Okay. L dash plus L is 200.5. Now see here, L dash square minus L square, if you break it, L dash plus L, L dash minus L. So you have L dash plus L, L dash minus L. So here you will be having product of 200.5 into 0.5 divided by L square, that is 100 square, multiplied by 100. When you solve this, you will get this answer, approximately 1%, not exactly. So this is how we can approach this question. Next, 10th question is very good question. See here, if two bulbs of wattage 25 watt and 100 watt respectively, each rated at 220 volt, connected in series with the supply of 440 volt, which bulb will fuse? Now see here, rating means you have to use these bulbs on 220 volt supply, but here we connect these two bulbs in series and we apply 440 volt there. So there is a chance that bulb will fuse. तो कौन सा bulb fuse होगा? Which bulb will be fused? See here. Now we use this formula to calculate the resistance. Resistance of first bulb will be V square by P. V is 220 volt. Power of first bulb is 25. When you solve this, you will get this 1936 ohms. Resistance of second bulb, again use this formula, V square 220 square divided by P, that is 100. You will get 484 ohms. So now resistance of first bulb is 1936 ohms. Resistance of second bulb is 484 ohms. When we connect these resistances in series, what will be the net resistance? Net resistance will be, when we connect these in series and over supply of 440 volt, what will be the net current? Net current will be, according to Ohm's law, V by R. Current is equal to V by R. V by R. This is Ohm's law. Apply this Ohm's law here. V is 440 volt divided by net resistance is sum of these two. We get this. This is the current. This is the current flowing in the series, and in series same current flow through each resistance. So each bulb will have this current. Same current will flow from 25 watt bulb and 100 watt bulb. So what will be the potential drop across 25 watt bulb? This will be V1 is equal to I into R1. I is this 0.1819. R1 is resistance of first bulb is 1936. 352 volt will drop across the 25 watt bulb, and remaining voltage 440 minus 352, that is 88 volt. This will drop across 100 watt bulb. So which bulb will fuse? Obviously 25 watt bulb will fuse, because rating is 220 volt and we are applying 352 volt. 220 volt we are applying to 352 volt. So this to 25 watt bulb will fuse. Now question number 11, we have discussed it. What is the property of alloy? What is the difference between alloy and metal, pure metal? Alloys have high resistivity and low temperature coefficient. So the resistivity of alloy is denoted by R alloy and resistivity of constituent metal is denoted by R metal. So which one is having constituent metal जो हैं उसको बनाने वाली, उनका resistivity R metal है और alloy की resistivity, so naturally R alloy is greater than R metal. This option is correct. So we have discussed already. 12th question, manganese container is heated, its resistance decreases rapidly. We have studied the property of alloy. What is this property? Manganese is alloy. Property is low temperature coefficient, means with the variation of temperature resistance almost remains constant. So this statement is false. Resistance does not fall rapidly. Slight changes will be there. So this is 13th question. EMF of two cells can be compared using a potentiometer naturally, because potentiometer gives the accurate value of EMF. Voltmeter does not give, it gives always less value from the actual value. 14th question, a cell having EMF E, internal resistance small r, connected across a variable external resistance capital R. As the resistance capital R is increased, then plot the potential difference V versus resistance graph. Now see, potential difference in case of cell is given by E by 1 plus R by R, R by R. So when R approaches to 0, आपको वॉइस मिल रहा है मेरा?
यस सर।
अच्छा, साइलेंस सा लगा मुझे, मैंने कहा पूछूं तो जरा।
आ रही है सर।
आ रही है, अच्छा मेरी स्लाइड कहाँ चली गई, ये है 9th स्लाइड। सो दिस इज द इक्वेशन। नाउ इसको देखें क्या है। व्हेन आर अप्रोचेज टू 0, आर अगर 0 हो जाए तो क्या होगा, यहाँ इस कैपिटल आर को 0 करेंगे, सो आर ओवर आर विल बिकम इन्फिनिटी, 1 plus 1 infinity. When you divide E by infinity, this V will be 0. It means when R approaches to 0, V approaches to 0. Now see, when R approaches to small r, we put small r in place of r. R cancel, 1 plus 1 2, E by 2, V will become E by 2. Now see, when R approaches to infinity here, so R by infinity will approach to 0, so 1 plus 0 is 1, so simply V equal to, the graph which tallies with this data will be the right choice. Now see, first graph, in this graph R is 0 but E is maximum. This does not fit to the first line, पहले कोई फिट नहीं हो रहा है, कोई आया, अब ये तो कैंसिल हो गया पहले वाले में। इसमें देखें फर्स्ट कंडीशन, आर अप्रोचेस टू 0, वी अप्रोचेस टू 0, ओके, आर और वी तो ठीक है, ये फिट हो गया पहला पॉइंट। दूसरा, आर इज इक्वल टू आर मीन समवेयर हियर अगर आ जाए तो हम देख रहे हैं हाफ का स्कोप बन रहा है ना, E/2। ये R, सपोज R यहाँ कहीं हो गया तो E/2 यहाँ बन जाएगा चांस, है ना। देखिए आप, अगर R = R समवेयर E/2 ये है, हम देखें यहाँ पर लाइन ड्रॉ नहीं हो रही है, और अगर ये यहाँ कहीं होगा, हो जाए ये कंडीशन यहाँ आ जाए कहीं, सो आप देखें करस्पॉन्डेंस बनाएं ज़रा, क्या बन जाएगा। इसके यहाँ से यहाँ लेकर जाएंगे ये, तो चांसेस हैं कि बन जाएगा। ये दूसरा पॉइंट भी यहाँ पर आ जाएगा, ठीक है। लास्ट देखें, R इन्फिनिटी पे जब जाएगा V will become E. See, this is possible in this case because this graph meets this dotted line at infinity. So when this graph meets this dotted line, V becomes E. So this is possible. This is right option. This is also not possible. You can study, or you can check this data with the graphs. You will come to know that only this graph is well suited with this data. Now see 15th question, two wires of same material, length is different, L and 2L, cross sectional area is same, their specific resistance, same material, the specific resistance will be same. Same material, same specific resistance means ratio will be 1:1. So in this question, see the circuit shown, potential difference between X and Y is 120. ऑब्वियसली ये क्लियर हो रहा है यहाँ से, अगर यहाँ वोल्ट मीटर लगा दें, पोटेंशियोमीटर 120 वोल्ट आ ही जाएगी रीडिंग। बट what is the potential difference across 40 ohm? Now see, this circuit is not continued, circuit is disconnected, because disconnected from here, and see no arrow is there in the branch, current is not flowing. When current is not flowing, no potential drop will be either on this 40 or 20. Which of the following material has nearly zero temperature coefficient of manganese? See, manganese is an alloy. पोर्सलिन, कार्बन, कॉपर, ये एलाइन, कॉपर प्योर मेटल है, कार्बन मेटल की कैटेगरी में भी नहीं है एलाइन की, तो यहाँ पे ऑब्वियस था यही आंसर होगा इसका। टेम्परेचर कोफिशिएंट की भी बात कर रहे हैं तो एलॉय का ही मिनिमम होता है, वेरी लो। अब ना दिस क्वेश्चन इज बेस्ड ऑन व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज। मेरा लेक्चर देखा होगा आपने व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज में, आई हैव प्रूव्ड दैट व्हेन P/Q is equal to R/S, bridge may be balanced. Bridge will be balanced, means no current. But here P/Q is 2:2. But R/S is not 2:2. 2:2 means 1:1. Here R is to S, R by S 2:3. So bridge is not balanced. To make it balanced, this should be 2 ohm. This should be 2. To make it 2 ohm means we have to reduce it from 3 to 2. So we can't connect resistance in series with this, because if we connect in series, resistance will increase. So we are bound to connect some shunt parallel to this. Suppose that shunt has value R dash. Now R dash is connected in parallel to S. So what will be the net resistance? S dash. This will be R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2, this formula, and when we put formula values in formula, we get R dash is 6 ohm. So if we connect 6 ohm parallel to this 3 ohm, this net will become 2 ohm. Now ratio R over S dash will be 2:2. Condition is satisfied, bridge will be balanced. So this is 18th question. 19th question. 2 watt carbon resistor is coded with green, black, red and gold. Now see, this is based on color code. Find the resistance and put the value. This is the value. I square is equal to P by R, power by resistance. I is equal to under root P by R. Put the P2 and calculate the value of R through color code. Put this value you will get this answer. You will get in ampere, convert to milliampere. This is the answer. So simple formula based. Nineteenth. This is 20th question. Mean free path of electron in metal is this, 4 into 10 raised to power minus 8 meter. The electric field which can give on average 2 electron volt energy to an electron in the metal. Electric field पता करनी है in this unit volt per meter. So what is given? Energy of the electron is given, mean free path is given, and hint is given that unit of the electric field in this case will be volt per meter. So energy is given to electron volt, and generally energy is E into, suppose this is the potential across the ends of the conductor, E into V naught is equal to 2 E into V naught. We have substituted value of potential V naught. We get V naught is 2. Now electric field is V by D, V by mean free path. So here V is 2 volt and mean free path is given. So electric field is this between the terminals of the conductor, you can say this much electric field is there. So this is the answer. So this is last question. So I hope you have enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And any query?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No query. You solved yesterday's question paper completely?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You matched the answer. आपने मैच किया, मैंने शेयर किया है.
Yes, sir.
कितने मार्क्स आ रहे हैं?
Match
हाउ मच मार्क्स यू आर स्कोरिंग?
सर मेरे 19 बन गए।
19 है, ठीक है. 19 तो
Yes,
बहुत
sir.
19 तो बहुत अच्छा स्कोर है.
20, sir.
अच्छा, किसके है 20? गौतम, देवेश?
आकाश एंड दिवेश।
देवेश के. अच्छा, गौतम के?
सर गीतांश।
हम्म?
सर गीतांश है नाम।
अच्छा हाँ, गीतांश के. ये लो, स्क्रीन पर आ गए सारे.
यस।
सो ठीक है. केशव भी आ गया है ना, राहुल चौधरी और भी हैं, बस आप लोग ही हैं. सो लेट अस होप फॉर द बेस्ट. बताइए कैसी चल रही है हमारी ऑनलाइन क्लास? ठीक चल रही है?
सर
हाँ जी, sir.
अच्छा, वो नियर पॉड का लेसन देखा आपने?
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
कैसा लगा वो लेसन? हाउ वाज इट?
एक नया था और अच्छा भी था सर।
नया
फर्स्ट टाइम ऐसा।
I have put that link in Google Classroom. Anyone who wish can watch. So all is well. I think our class is going well. So okay, motivate all the students. Okay, bye bye till next meeting. Okay.
थैंक यू सर।
Okay, take care. Okay.
Thank you, sir.